Hi folks, how you doing? This is Iqbal with NVIDIA Daily Analysis. Another good day for NVIDIA shareholders. NVIDIA went up about 2.5% today. In this video, we'll discuss if NVIDIA can carry the same momentum in next few days, or will it take some correction or take a little dip. We'll use technical charts, latest fundamentals, and other data and correlation analysis to make this assessment. Now, let's get started. Starting with the daily summary, Nvidia opened at 136.47. It made a high 139.60. It made a low 136.30 and it closed at 138.07. That is 2.43% up. In last 5 days, Nvidia is up about 5.96%. In last 1 month, Nvidia is up about 18.23%. And that's a very good return in just 1 month. In last 6 months, Nvidia is still up about 60.5% and year to date is up about 186.6% and it continues to go up. And if you remember my last week videos, I mentioned that even if Nvidia is up about 150%, but Nvidia has more potential to go further up before the next earnings. So 150 or 160% in just 9 or 10 months is not enough for Nvidia. Looking at the overall market, all three major indices were positive today. S&P was up about 0.77%. Nasdaq was up about 0.87% and Dow Jones were up about 0.47%. And there was clarity of direction in all three major indices today, and that was up. Today, you see that Nvidia touched about 140, 139.6, close to 140. So it's a very critical point. From here, two things can happen. Nvidia might go further up, carrying the same momentum, or it will take a drop or correction before it goes further up because it needs more stronger momentum to break all-time high. And at this point, I think the second possibility has better chances. Now let's take a look forward P for Nvidia and other AI stocks and try to make some assessment for Nvidia future stock prices. At this point, Nvidia forward P is about 44.25, is still behind from the 50 forward PE. So in my opinion, before the next earnings, Nvidia has some potential to go further up based on the forward PE. It doesn't mean that every day Nvidia will continue to go up, but in next 4 or 5 weeks, at least 10 to 15%, Nvidia should go up. And Palantir today 127.65 forward PE, not much different from Friday last week. SMCI 14.91, kind of about the same compared with the last week. AMD 42.93, slightly down from last week forward PE. And regarding the SMCI, you see that SMCI continues to go up each week. So it used to be 12.97 forward PE 2 weeks ago and now 14.91. So I guess SMCI also has good potential to go further up before the earnings announcement, and that is probably 3 weeks from now. And we are just waiting for the 10K filing from SMCI. I hope they can do it before the next earnings. Now let's take a look quarterly price change analysis for Nvidia. So based on the cumulative percentage change, Nvidia is at 17.61% from the previous earnings announcement. And if you compare last quarter, Nvidia was up about 32.9% from one earning to the other earning. And 1 quarter prior, Nvidia was up about 38%. So in this quarter, Nvidia is just 17.6%. So the quarterly percentage change analysis also suggests Nvidia has some potential to go further up about 12 to 13% in next 6 weeks. Now let's take a look technical charts for Nvidia. You see 180-day hourly interval chart for Nvidia and also the MACD chart. So you see that MACD is started going further up from zero line, and that shows Nvidia got new positive momentum today. As of Friday, you see that the trend was down. It was going to the consolidation mode, but today Nvidia had a good day. And for tomorrow, I am positive that Nvidia should go down tomorrow because you see that the strong momentum is not carrying any further in the afternoon. Now let's take a look Fibonacci levels for Nvidia. So based on the Fibonacci levels, you see that Nvidia is trading around 138. So if you remember last week when I was showing you the Fibonacci levels, I had the opinion that after 125 there is no strong resistance before 140. And you see that Nvidia continued to go up, but around 130 it faced some resistance, but that resistance was not too strong. And Nvidia continued to go up after that. So after touching around 140, now you see some resistance, right? So in my opinion, maybe Nvidia can try touching 140 one more time, but eventually I'm guessing Nvidia should go down probably about 5 or 6 points at least. Then it might get more positive momentum to take it further high. Today I sold out my Nvidia shares one more time. Let me show you my transaction. So you see that on your screen, I closed my Nvidia position at 138.9, and after that Nvidia went down to 137. So I guess that was a good decision to sell Nvidia stock so I can rebuy Nvidia when it drops the next day or two. But on the other hand, if Nvidia continues to go up tomorrow, then I will be very much disappointed. But it might happen, you never know. But based on my understanding, it should not be going up further than 140 tomorrow. Now let's take a look some news regarding Nvidia. So let's start with this one that says Nvidia showing great momentum coming into Q4, says technical strategist Adam Turnquist. Now let's take a look this one that says Nvidia stock tops its record. What's driving shares higher? Let's open it. So in this analysis or report, basically they have cited that most of the analysts are positive about Nvidia. So they are claiming 93% of the analysts have the buy or equivalent rating for Nvidia. And they are citing Mr. Jensen Huang's statement or response to a question when he was asked that if it was similar to the dot-com overbuild 25 years ago, but Mr. Jensen Huang was positive that this AI infrastructure is different from the dot-com bubble. So he mentioned that the AI infrastructure build out is still in its early stages. So, so that's good to know. Let's move on. So now it's about Taiwan Semiconductor. They are talking about 23 billion in revenue for Q3 as AI demand is going up. So let's see how they report in their earnings call. I guess the earnings is due sometime this week from TSMC. I hope they can report better than expected future outlook. Now let's take a look this one that says what's going on with Nvidia stock on Monday. Let's open it. So basically this report is telling that a government backed think tank in China has recommended that country's data centers continue using high performance chips from NVIDIA because significant expenses involved in transitioning to domestic alternatives. So that was a good thing for NVIDIA for today. I'm guessing this was the biggest factor NVIDIA stock price was up today compared with other AI stocks. So Mr. Jensen Huang was live on CNBC. He answered some questions and his answers were very positive and optimistic outlook for NVIDIA. And that was another good reason for NVIDIA to carry the same momentum. So now, just good to know that NVIDIA stock is closer to overtaking Apple as most valuable company. Hope it happens in next few days or weeks, but one day it's about to happen because the way NVIDIA is moving up, Apple cannot catch up. I guess that's all about news regarding NVIDIA for today. Now let's take a look at other AI stocks. So on my watch list, you see that we have a mixed picture. Some stocks are positive, some negative. The highest positive change is in SoundHound, that is 5.7% up. And after that is Nvidia. AMD, SMCI, Amazon, and Palantir all negative today. And regarding the economic data, you see that nothing much is due this week except the weekly initial jobless claims. So, in terms of the economic data, this week is pretty quiet. But another factor we cannot ignore is the geopolitical situation. So there is some chance that some attack or retaliation may come from Israel to Iran in next few days or week. And that might add some volatility into the overall market. So that's all about my analysis and assessment for Nvidia for today and next few days. I hope you like the video. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you more tomorrow. Take care.